Hello everyone and welcome to the Recovery and Wellbeing Academy. We have put together a bite-sized presentation on how to manage your anxiety in response to COVID-19 and the current situation in which we find ourselves. Coventry and Warwickshire's Wellbeing Academy believes that recovery and wellbeing is a personal and unique journey. The three key words we like to highlight are hope, opportunity and control. By accessing the Academy, we believe that you can start or continue to build hope, opportunity and control over your life. We also believe that maintenance of personal well-being is essential to prevent both physical and mental ill health. The ethos of the Academy is that we are all stronger together and that no one person is the expert. In response to COVID-19, and any anxiety you might be feeling, ask yourself the following question: what can I control? Please remember, it is normal to worry. It is normal to feel fear in response to such events. The uncertainty and the scale of the spread of the virus, COVID-19, can be a real trigger for anxiety. These triggers are real, and it is important that we try to support and boost our mental health and strengthen our resilience. Information sources. Only look at reputable sources for information, such as the following you can see on your screen: gov.uk, NHS websites and the World Health Organization. There are a lot of fake or sensationalised news stories and a lot of spreading misinformation regarding COVID-19. Be aware of some of the dramatic language being used by the media to sensationalise and draw you in. Remind yourself the news tend to focus on the negative and shocking impacts. There's less emphasis on positivity. For example, the number of people who are recovering, positive stories of excellent healthcare. The internet is a non-regulated space, so be aware of this when you use it as your source of information. Remember, it's a hugely disrupting and distressing situation that we're in, and the best way to get through it is to stay balanced in what information we take in, what action we take, and to appreciate we have a choice in how we think of the narrative and what we look at in terms of reputable sources. Limit television viewing or access to information on the internet and through social media. We can tend to be reactive listeners in that we listen to respond rather than listen to understand. Tips for non-reactive listening are to try and listen completely and without judgment. See if logic makes sense that's being said. Listen to understand first and respond second. This will be easier if you look at reputable information sources only. Maintaining healthy routines. The key message here is do what you can. Try not to compare yourself to others at this time. Good enough is good enough. Remember, the fear and anxiety you're feeling is normal, but it will have an impact upon you and the way you think and feel. So will affect how you motivate yourself, your routines, daily things that would come to you naturally will all be affected. Remember the question at the beginning, what can you control? Try to keep things as normal as you can at this time of ever-increasing change and uncertainty. It's essential to continue to do all you can to keep well and healthy. So try and eat well, drink lots of water, sleep well and try and do some exercise. Set an alarm and try and go to bed and wake at roughly the same time each day. Regarding exercise, get up and walk around, find some suitable exercise on YouTube or go for the one walk a day that you can outside to boost your mood also. Staying mobile and hydrated is really important to your health, both physically and mentally. If you're in self-isolation, do what you can, but the main thing is focus on staying well. All of this, all of the routine, will be a useful scaffold to get through the day. Not only is all this good for your health, it's sending a message of self-care to your subconscious, which will counter the constant flight or fight mode being activated by the fear and anxiety that you're feeling. Stay connected. Make sure to stay connected to yourself and others during this time. If you need to offload your stresses and worries, you can do that writing in a diary or a journal. By creating a worry jar, try thinking of 3 things you are grateful for each day. Positive reframing in this way is hard, but it is worth it to help reduce anxiety. Reach out and ask for support if you need it. Talk to someone. It can be a family member, it can be friends, it can be a professional such as a therapist or a counsellor or a support worker. You don't need to go through this in literal isolation. When we allow ourselves the opportunity to share what we are anxious about and what is worrying us, we can receive some validation and some support for how we are feeling, which can help to reduce those feelings. Digital technology is a brilliant way to stay connected. During traumatic times, having a sense of connection and a feeling of community is essential for hope and for healing. Alongside digital technology, you can also pick up the telephone, write a letter, or send an email. Communication and connectedness is another key way of staying well and reducing isolation. And try and find some humour. I'm not saying this to downplay the current situation, but by finding or creating some fun and humour in your day creates meaningful experiences, which help to reduce the stress hormones and raise our feel-good hormones. Experts suggest adding humour to your day, such as watching a funny film or a comedy series in place of news and media, will help to give you that happy hormone boost. Self-care action. Be kind to yourself. If you need to get something out of your system, that is perfectly normal. So get a diary or a journal and write down your worries. By writing down your worries, you are acknowledging them, which will make it easier to try and accept them and see which of those you can do something about and which of your worries you can't control. Don't judge yourself for what you are feeling. Instead, try and recognise what your feelings are and what you can maybe try to do about them. There are also lots of apps that you can download to help you reduce anxiety and stress or share your worries. You can practice mindfulness, meditation and yoga to help you reduce the stress hormone, or you can undertake mindful activities such as completing jigsaws, mindful colouring, baking, crossword puzzles or knitting. Enjoy a good book, a good film, a good piece of relaxing music, a bath. Try and find whatever it is that works for you. Try and choose activities that soothe you or give you purpose, and prioritise whatever gives you calm and a little comfort. Try and prioritise you in all of this. You need to carve out time, especially being at home all day when it will be easy not to switch off from home or work. Please be kind to yourself. Alongside the importance of self-care is self-compassion. Give yourself time to adjust. As humans, we are habitual and we like connection and certainty. Our lives as we knew them are temporarily changed, so try not to judge yourself and do not judge others. We are all trying to get through it in the best way we think we can. As I've said, now is the time to be as kind as you can. Self-kindness is key. If that means only doing one thing today, then that is enough. Start again tomorrow if you need to. Be gentle and slow down if necessary. Acknowledge worries and stress and seek support for them if they become overwhelming. Please ask for help. It might be hard, but it is necessary. None of us can control what is going to happen. The only thing we can control is how we respond. We can overcome fear with courage, so therefore we need to arm ourselves with that and take whatever action boosts this. In response to such unexpected developments, all we can do is acknowledge our feelings, stay aware and informed, use our common sense, follow guidelines, and remind ourselves that whatever happens, we can get through it one small positive step after another. A few more tips are, if you're feeling down, speak kindly to yourself, and also maybe choose a mantra such as "I'll get through this," or look at positive quotes, empowering quotes from maybe activists or spiritual leaders or teachers. Read this daily quote, say your mantra daily, and let it become the standard for how you are right now. For more information, please check out these further resources, and for more general information on this topic, please see our bite-sized anxiety management presentation. Remember, try and only use reputable resources and information. If in doubt or needing help or support, please speak to a professional, such as your GP in the first instance, or look for a qualified therapist to support your needs. If you would like to leave any comments or feedback, please go to the Recovery and Wellbeing Academy's website and use the Contact Us tab to find details of how to leave us a message. Thank you for listening.